guys, I had a slower morning than usual. I was feeling really nauseous when I woke up this morning. I had some digestive issues, and I think it has to do with the Thai food I had last night, so I've been taking it easy. I'm sick of having issues with eating, so I'm gonna try to just stay on track and eat at my groceries so we can all do the challenge really soon. So I'm having my oatmeal for breakfast like I usually make, because it's really warm and I was feeling a little cold and just wanting something comforting. So I hope you guys have a great day. I don't know if I'll be exercising today, but if I don't get my exercise done first thing in the morning, I always slack off on it. That's my pattern. So bye. All right, made lunch dinner. This is my regular kale salad, but I'm just showing you the ingredients today. So I did kale, some red onion. There's also some green onion under there, the scallions. Orange bell pepper, carrots shredded. And I put some tahini for the dressing. There's a bunch of lemon juice on it with sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds. And that's going to be it for this. And I also have the last of my soup, veggie bean soup. Today, because I was just feeling I needed it, I had to have some salt in it. I don't think I would have eaten it, and I probably would be binging on the bread in the freezer if I didn't put some salt in. So I'm doing this to make sure that I actually eat this today. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and today was a salt day. Dinner served. Oh, and I also munched on a couple of mushrooms while I was preparing things, and now I have met my mushroom quota. I forgot to mention I was going to put a bunch of nutritional yeast on it too, which I did. And then I added a tiny bit of salt. And now I have a big, massive salad. This is really big that I'm going to eat with my soup. Hey guys! Nutritarian Nugget time. This one comes from The End of Heart Disease by Dr. Joel Fuhrman. I always say this, but it's one of my favorite books. And I've mentioned this in a very recent video, but I want to say this again because I actually wanted to read this part to you guys, and I just didn't when I did that last one. So this one is about, it's called Avoid the Holiday Heart Attack, and I'm just going to read this to you because I think it's really impactful the way it's written here. So for many years, researchers have been intrigued by a disturbing pattern. The number of deadly heart attacks increases during the winter holiday season, with distinct spikes around Christmas and New Year's Day. The cardiologist Philip Ettinger coined the term holiday heart syndrome in 1978 in a study of 24 patients who drank heavily and regularly, but also had a holiday or weekend binge before the study. He demonstrated the toxic effects of alcohol on the heart and the rhythm disturbance it promoted. In 2004, study researchers examined 53 million U.S. death certificates from 1973 to 2001. They noted that the number of cardiac deaths is higher on December 25th than any other day of the year, second highest on December 26th, and third highest on January 1st. Not a coincidence. These findings of holiday heart attacks, or the Merry Christmas coronary or Happy Hanukkah heart attack, shoot up consistently across the country. They hold true even in balmy climates such as Los Angeles, where the winter weather stays mild and no one ever wields a snow shovel. During the holidays, legions of Americans eat and drink too much. They eat out at gatherings of families and friends. They receive food as gifts, and they take in more salt. To put it simply, they just get full of food, and much of it is unhealthy food too. Add increased caffeine and alcohol consumption to the mix, and you have the perfect ingredients for cardiac problems such as atrial fibrillation and stroke. The point is this: celebrations that include excess eating and drinking and that focus on dangerous foods may cause many people to die needlessly. The rapid weight gain associated with the holidays and vacations doesn't just increase fat on your waist, it also enhances visceral deposits of fat, including soft lipid accumulation and plaque, meaning inside of your veins and all that sort of stuff. Then the increased inflammation from sugar and alcohol immediately affects the endothelium, which is the interior lining of blood vessels, by increasing microvessels or pores. This allows white blood cells to enter the plaque, enhancing its propensity to rupture even further, which is what creates heart attacks and strokes. Green vegetable consumption and a nutrient-dense, plant-rich diet with a low glycemic load work in the opposite way. You lose weight, suck fat out of the plaque, lower blood pressure, and restore blood vessel elasticity, lessening tensile stress. Antioxidants and phytochemicals help to prevent inflammation and enhance plaque repair. In other words, you can raise or lower your risk of a cardiac event within days. Whew. Hey guys, that's what I wanted to say. That is what is so important. Consider this when you're going to go to your your Christmas parties or your Hanukkah parties or whatever holiday stuff you might be celebrating this year. And I'm not saying you have to be perfect, because I'm not perfect, and I rarely am perfect on these days either. But if you're somebody that's already at risk and you already have diabetes, or you already have heart problems, or you have history of stroke in your family, and you're already overweight, something like that, it's very important to just think about the fact that you are more at risk than somebody like me, possibly. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I'm just saying this is the truth of it. You have to really consider where you're at on your health journey, and is it worth the risk for those few days to have that kind of food. I can't tell you what is worth the risk or not. That's up to you. But one thing that you might consider doing is just having as many vegetables as possible wherever you go. So for instance, or you could be the one to bring a side dish that has a lot of vegetables in it. Maybe it's a big, huge roasted vegetable platter with a limited amount of salt, something like that, because you get so much flavor from roasted vegetables that you don't need any salt. You could bring that with you. You could fill your 3/4 of your plate, say, with a bunch of vegetables, and then have just a little bit of the stuff that you're really excited about. That's an idea. As I always say as well, like, before you go to a party, you could have a big, huge smoothie, so you're full of fiber and yumminess in your belly before you go, so you're not tempted to have too much stuff. There's a couple of ideas for you that I hope help, and I hope that this is something that you strongly consider when you're going into all the holiday parties that are coming up, guys. So thank you for listening. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.